B for beaches, E for entertainment, N for nightlife, and I for inclusive.
There's so many open-minded people.
Young people, old people.
There's something for everybody.
You love it all.
It's perfect, really.
D for dream life, O for outside living, R for relaxation, and M for motability. What does it spell?
Benidorm!
That's right, the Brits' favourite holiday town is more popular than ever, and for obvious reasons.
Benidorm is great value for money.
Oh, cheap.
Benidorm. Can't beat it, can you?
And if you want to live here, it can be pretty cheap too.
We're paying under €500 for a two-bedroom house, and we share 3 swimming pools and a tennis court. You don't get that back in Bridgend in South Wales.
That's why there'll always be bargain-loving Brits in the sun. Coming up, boot sale bargains.
€1.
For all these, that's great. Size 14.
The women's.
Oh, right.
A tattoo too far.
Yesterday I did a set of cherries, or 2 sets of cherries, on a gent's genitals.
And there's a new queen of drag on the block.
Can you do this? Oh, look at that! You've got to nearly use your hips as well. If you just use your hands, it's gone somewhere else.
When most people retire, they don't usually think, I know, let's live in a caravan. But in Benidorm, it's pretty much the norm.
The best thing about living on a caravan site as opposed to a flat is the companionship and the friendship of the local people around you.
Across the 10 major campsites, thousands of pensioners who've left Blighty turn their portable palatial pads into permanently parked paradises.
It's brilliant. All you do really is sleep in your caravan. You just live outside and eat in the bath. And it's so cheap. It's brilliant.
Does sound brilliant. And the latest to take on the challenge are retired nurse Joy and her pipe-smoking ex-trucker hubby, Martin.
Martin and I, character-wise, are like chalk and cheese. He wears the trousers.
I do?
But I'm the boss. He never stops talking, and I'm fairly quiet.
Really? He's not said a thing yet, Joy.
About 18 months ago, we decided to sell the house. And we said, let's buy a caravan, because with a caravan, you can go and live where you want to live. It was about £12,500. We lived in it just over a year in Worcestershire, and then we decided, let's go to Spain.
It's becoming more and more expensive to live in Britain. It's a lot cheaper to live in Spain. You save a fortune on gas and electric because of what we're sat in, and you can live for a lot less.
After 3 months in northern Spain, living on just £100 a month, yes, you heard right, 100 a month, these two roamers have driven for 8 hours to see if the Benidorm hype lives up to the reality. If so, it could be their new home. First impressions are good.
Magnificent skyline.
I can imagine Manhattan's like that, isn't it? Great skyscrapers.
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, I'm all right. I found the sex club. 24 hours and all.
Maybe not. Martin and Joy's Benidorm trial period is starting at the aptly named Camping Benidorm.
I'm hoping it's just a normal, nice place.
With a nice pitch. Really excited. Just want to get there now.
Oh, yeah.
Camping
Oh, yeah.
Benidorm,
That's why
right.
I'm turning right, yeah.
It was only 500 metres. Come on, 500 metres.
I think she's excited.
Oh, absolutely excited. Woo.
Told you.
Oh, God, I can't believe we're here. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely.
Nice.
Oh, I've gone to my handbag.
I will.
Yes, very funny.
But on arrival, there is a rather fundamental problem.
I think the caravan is so big.
Yeah.
The caravan's too large, too big.
Oh, not the best start.
He just said it might be too big to put it on a plot because the plots aren't big enough. So, I don't know where that will lead us.
Could their Benidorm dream be turning into a Costa catastrophe? Benidorm by day is full of all-day sun, sparkling sea and blue flag sandy beaches. Benidorm at night is, well, it's like this.
We do things here that we wouldn't do at home. We get drunk, we eat good food and just basically have fun.
The nightlife is very entertaining, crazy. Everyone's all on the same wavelength, drunk.
There are more than 2,000 bars and clubs offering everything from chaos to cabaret.
There's some good acts at night. There's fruit loaf.
Fruit loaf? Meatloaf?
Every place you have entertainment in every pub, and I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Come on then. Give him a big round of applause. I'm going to teach you some very simple choreography.
One of this season's must-see entertainers is relative newcomer drag act Ruby Rocks, otherwise known as Yorkshire lad Mark Ellis.
Can you do this? Oh, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. You've got to use your hips as well. If you just use your hands, it's called something else.
Mark lives in nearby Albier, in an apartment he shares with his alter ego.
Where I lived before, Ruby was starting to take over my apartment, and I couldn't have that, so she needed her own room, which is what she's got now, which is this room.
And all the paraphernalia it takes to be a drag queen.
I've got these for a number of reasons, but more importantly, it's a gag. There we go. What do you mean you can't tell the difference? Right, okay. Still makes me laugh now. And they are dog toys, just in case you're wondering.
Former special needs support worker and part-time pub entertainer Mark left the UK for Spain 3 years ago. He had a dream of being a full-time performer, but no real plan.
When I was going to come out to Benidorm, I just thought, well, I either need to be a specific kind of act, like a tribute, maybe. I thought I'm a bit chubby to be Michael Bublé. So I thought, well, I'll wear a dress instead. It was a bit like that, really. It isn't just so much fun doing what I do. Sometimes I'm just like, I can't believe I do this as a job. It's a right laugh.
Today, he's the resident drag act at Sinatra's in Benidorm's busy, bawdy Brit town. Like most working expats here, he's a grafter, working 6 nights a week.
Which hand are you going to use? Your left, that tells me a lot about you, mainly that you're left-handed. Now, I wouldn't let you touch it, Brian, but we haven't got enough antibacterial wipes, I'm afraid.
Now established on the entertainment scene, Mark's ramping things up and taking on a new challenge. With Benidorm Pride coming up, he's putting together a brand new musical production to perform in front of thousands.
I'm deciding to do this production with Pride with an original song. I want dancers. So if we need dancers, we need choreographer. Also, most importantly, I've got to work out what I'm going to wear.
Sounds simple, except Mark's got little or no extra cash for a budget and will have to juggle rehearsals around his work.
Oh, I'm worried. I am worried about this. This is a big challenge, a big undertaking. It's not something that's like done all the time.
It's going to mean pulling in a lot of favours. Coming up, it's troubles and trundles for Joy and Martin.
Going to measure the part.
You can measure it all he wants.
I'm now deflated, I am.
Tough times at a tattoo parlour.
Myself and Blair were at a point it was looking like we were going to have to walk away from it.
And there's demanding diva dance rehearsals for Mark.
Fierce and fearless.
Every year, 4 million tourists make a beeline for Benidorm to booze, bronze and bounce around. A fridge magnet or fluorescent T-shirt are the memento of choice for most tourists. But these days, many opt for a more permanent holiday souvenir, a tattoo.
Can you see that?
He got his best mates there, his arse.
I've seen a few tattoo parlours and thinking of probably getting a new one to go on with on my wrist or on the back of my back.
Wanting to make their own mark on the tattoo market in Benidorm are friends and new parlour owners Blaine and Mark from North Wales.
Thank you. Can't believe you just fed me. Like a bird feeding one of its chicks. This is my 3rd season out in Benidorm now. For the first 2 seasons, I was working in another studio, and then myself and Mark, we found this locale and decided to open our own studio.
But despite a combined 30 years plus of experience in the industry, setting up here has until now been a nightmare.
When opening the business, we thought it'd have been a lot easier than what it was. But with red tape and everything else, it's been ridiculous. I've never known anything like it. We just went through 6 months of trying to sort paperwork out, paying the rent on this place, not being able to open. And it did cost a lot of money, to be honest.
The lads were losing 1,500 quid a week on shop rent and bills. Then there was a problem with the solicitor handling their case.
We went to visit her one day and she just turned around and said that I don't really know about tattoo studios. I'm moving to Miami on Saturday. I can't carry on with your case. Myself and Blaine were at a point we were sat in the apartment up in Alfaz and it was looking like we were going to have to walk away from it. We were spending all our savings and that, and you know, everything had gone.
Luckily, another Brit business owner put them in touch with a different specialist solicitor. Just 6 weeks later, the doors were open.
The day we were told we could open, it felt like the world had been lifted off our shoulders. I think the pair of us felt like crying.
That was 2 months ago, and business has been up and down.
You can't call it from one day to the next, really. You never know what's going to walk through the door.
Especially as they're not the cheapest souvenir.
Starting prices for the tattoos out here, from €35 to anything anybody wants to spend, really. This tattoo I'm doing right now, this would probably cost in the region of €100.
To break even, they need around 300 quid a day.
I mean, we're here from 10 in the morning till most times 9, 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, being out in Benidorm makes everybody a lot happier. Just a nicer way of life altogether, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Done.
And Blaine's got 3 more important reasons for his sunshine dream to succeed.
Oh, look at that. Blushing again, that's twice. He's got me blushing today. This is my much better half, Madeline.
Hi.
And those 2 wonderful creatures there. It's my daughter Ruby and my little boy Blaine. I think Mark's family, they're going to be coming out this season as well. So yeah, we'll all be one big family unit, really. I like it. It's what makes it all worthwhile.
But with around 15 other studios nearby, competition for customers today is fierce.
It really has been one of the quietest ones.
Hindus, a few of them about.
That's what we need.
Half a dozen stags. Happening tonight.
Have a face mask.
Cucumber. I know you're not even joking.
No, I'm not joking. Bottle of wine.
But 1 tattoo in 3 hours is no laughing matter. The pubs are busy, but the needles are sitting idle.
Yes.
Over at Camping Benidorm, Joy and Martin's new dream life is hanging in the balance. They've prepaid the deposit, but the caravan seems too big for the available plots.
I'll get it in somewhere, believe me.
You are looking for a big pitch?
Yeah.
This site is over 90% full, so day manager Tiki's options are limited.
Possible. One of them?
No, that's really small.
Have you got anything else, Jack? Any other places? All these?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see. Can we have a walk down?
Yeah.
Joy, let's have a walk down here and see what's what. These things are sent to try us.
I don't want to be tried.
There's not a lot bothers me in that sense, you know.
It does me.
It does Joy. Joy flusters about these things.
I'm very sensitive.
It's more important to me to park up, you know. You see, to me, tomorrow's
Are you
another
measuring
day.
it? It's going to measure the part.
You can measure it all he wants, but it's going on there tonight. Joy, it's losing that sense of humour now.
I'm now deflated, I am, I'll be honest with you.
Martin and Joy's Benidorm dream is now in the hands of the trundle wheel of truth. And its verdict is good news.
I think it's good for you.
I'll drive it down.
Oh, that one.
It's like buses. No spots, then 2 come along at once.
I feel better. I never feel good until it's all parked up, electric's plugged in, and the legs are down, and we're okay.
Yeah, poco. You finish working.
Yeah, no more work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Martin, you haven't got time to talk. Come on.
Yeah, hurry up and get the van on the plot, Martin. And their new friendly neighbours are already out to help. Yeah, keep it coming. Right hand down. Back to me. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa.
We're going to just push it in place now. It's a bit too tight to reverse. I think it's part and parcel of being on a campsite to help people with camping life.
That's what it is. Exactly what it is.
Yes.
Like I say, you wouldn't get this in suburbia, would you?
Well, you wouldn't get a Brit, 3 Spaniards and a Frenchman helping you for sure.
Hey! Bobby!
That'll do it, lovely.
Van on, new neighbour Nick does the decent British thing.
Oh, I can hear the sound of the kettle. Oh, thank you for this.
Oh, it's a pleasure, sweetheart.
I'm all right now.
Once
I
she's
am.
had some nose
I'm
bag
okay.
and a sit down and
It's just really
once they're going to
good of you
survey
to-
the down, she'll
honestly.
be all right, you know.
Yeah.
There's a popular belief that Brits in Benidorm can't or won't speak the local lingo. But is it true? Let's find out.
I don't know any Spanish at all, except Senora. Or was that Italian? I don't know.
Hola and gracias. And, yeah.
Una cerveza grande. So I know I can always get a drink, no matter whether they can speak English or not.
Gracias, gracias, sí, sí.
I know no Spanish at all.
We should do, because we come here more than we're at home.
Hola! ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien.
I don't speak
Too
Spanish.
old to change, I'm afraid.
No.
Now I speak English.
Una cerveza grande, por favor.
They understand us more than what... They speak English. We should speak Spanish, yes.
Good point, ladies, and quite a few Brits do make the effort, often with the help of Claire Meeson.
I've been teaching for 21 years, always private lessons, never in a school. Well, let's start with the simple phrase match, which we always do.
Claire came to Spain 26 years ago with her husband to start a new life. They split up 5 years later, but Claire stayed and, using her fluent Spanish, started teaching.
Muy bien. I teach people who work here, who have managed to make a living here, people who have businesses here. I also teach a lot of retired expats at any level, from an absolute beginner. The one-to-one rate is €18 for an hour. If there's several in a group, you know, you can pay as little as €5 per person, which is obviously very reasonable. We'll put this accent there, distinguish it from the, to make it he.
And for that, Claire will take you from hola to hablando español perfecto. That means speaking perfect Spanish.
I will typically teach someone for between a year and 3 years. After 3 years, they have learnt certainly enough to hold their own in any situation.
Today, she's working with one of her latest clients, Mark Ellis, aka drag queen Ruby Rocks.
I've been out here for 3 years. I should start to learn Spanish and not just Spanglish. I'm quite an ambitious person. I would like to maybe one day have my own cabaret venue. And if I'm going to be doing that, then I think it's good to be laying the foundations now to learn the language.
And his chosen focus for the lesson, business phrases, legal terms. Well, no shopping, obviously.
¿Dónde está el vestido?
Muy bien.
That's where's the dress?
That's the where is the dress,
Yeah.
And then maybe add the size. Size so-and-so.
You
You don't have to be truthful.
XXXXLA.
Only 2 X's.
How do you know? So, ¿dónde está el vestido XXL?
XXL.
XXL.
Exactamente. Muy bien. Vale.
Muy bien indeed. It's handy, this stuff.
Right, so,
What, this is the 3rd week now?
Yeah.
The 3rd week. It's really very good.
I think you mean muy bien there, Claire.
Claire makes it really easy for me. We seem to have a good rapport. I was surprised at how much we got covered. We're doing quite a bit each week.
Keep up the good work. Mark is kind of an ideal pupil, really, because he listens carefully to what I'm teaching him. He grasps it quickly. I do like teaching him.
On the main strip in Benidorm, the bars are full, but Blaine and Mark's tattoo studio isn't.
Are you coming in? Go on, I dare you. I dare you.
They're 170 quid short of their daily target, so Mark is trying to drum up some new business, literally. Nice try, but no tats, so they start to pine for the good old days.
It's our kind of wall of shame. This cross with the word rosemary was a bit of a standing joke. It was drawn up for a customer who'd come in and asked for rosemary beads when she meant to ask for rosary beads. The 6-pack, because that was on my bucket list of tattoos to do, and a young man came and had that done. Yesterday I did a set of cherries, or 2 sets of cherries, on a gent's genitals.
Let's leave it there. They've finally got customers.
Kyle, I'm ready when you are. Kyle is coming in for a couple of roses on his arms. Then there's a gentleman, I think he wants a little memento tattoo of his wife's name, I believe. It's like waiting for a bus. You wait for hours and there's not one, and then 2 turn up at once, so welcome to our world.
Blaine and Mark prepare the tattoos by drawing them onto carbon paper first, then transferring them onto the skin.
My mum's initials on my arm there. I kind of want something to kind of fit into it nicely.
think a month, get a rose.
It's local regulars like Kyle that are the lifeblood of the business once the tourists go home.
That's to kind of create a little family atmosphere, you know, everybody feels part of something. We're not just here to take people's money off them and then kick them back out the door.
I've got me alcoholics tattoo on my leg already done. Part of the family now, part of the furniture really, so I just keep coming back and letting them do what he needs to do.
That's it, Kyle, we're done. Happy new tattoo. That's why we enjoy being tattooists, to do something artistic. Tattooing backsides all day, every day, it's not what everybody wants to do, you know.
But
the smaller tattoos are normally the better paid because they take 2-3 minutes to do, like names and things like that. You can do a day of them, you can have a good day.
the 2 tattoos have netted them 110 quid, but with the parlour empty and 60 more needed to just break even today, they need some small tattoos and quick. Nearby, Yorkshire drag artist Mark is planning his new Pride performance. The budget's tight, but he's got plenty of ambition and a theme.
I started playing with this double word like grace and gorgeous and mincing and mighty at one point. Just got all these different ideas, and that's where I caught on to this fierce and fearless. Once I got that, I thought, well, that needs to be the chorus, really, but sort of self-ownership with fierce and fearless, be your greatest self and own your place. We've got most of the lyrics down, and now it's like turning those lyrics into choreography for the main song.
Mark has roped in a choreographer and dancers at mates' rates, and now dance master Rafa's raunchy routine is ready for Ruby Rocks to rehearse.
Hi guys. Hello. How we doing? I'm very hot. Very sweaty, excited, nervous, and everything. So how are you doing, darling?
You're gonna sweat a lot.
Sorry, but I'm feeling really apprehensive because I'm not the world's best mover, and I'm like, ugh. So I'm hoping that he's not gonna get me doing anything too complicated, because that's my worry.
Touch my head for real and push me for real. Are you serious? Push me!
Really?
7.
You have to shout at me more.
7, 8, push. Ah! Good.
Really excited about this because I'm putting myself in this position where I think it'll feel fabulous if I can make a connection with people. Or people might just think like, what is this Ruby Rocks on about? Who does she think she is? Fierce and fearless, that's the whole theme of the song. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to see simple move for the chorus, and that I'm going to be able to do it, and that the audience are going to be able to do it.
Ready at home? On your feet? Here we go.
Fierce, cross, and open, strong. Yeah? Don't do it like that. Close a little bit, like trying to show the muscles. Yeah? So basically...
I think what I'm starting to realise is the huge challenge, but also how important this is to me.
Fierce and fearless.
It's not only making me nervous, but it's making me proud as well. So I'm just hoping that I can pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah?
I think even I picked that up quickly enough.
Great! So proud of you.
One more time. Fierce and fearless.
Slay them with a painted face.
Fierce and fearless.
Yay! Yeah? You're really not a man, Anna. That's how you show myself. That's holding a purse. That's fearless.
Okay.
It's an okay start, but 7 weeks to learn 20 minutes of moves whilst working every day is a big ask.
I'm optimistic, I'm excited, but I'm also apprehensive, and I can't shake that feeling. I am apprehensive. It'll be fine.
Coming up, tattoos and tears.
Come on, proper jala lad. Come on.
Martin does the second-hand pants dance and design differences.
Spotty, does that say Queen to you?
A Queen, but not the...
On the Brits trip, in the centre of Benidorm, the party is in full swing. But not for tattooists Blaine and Mark. 8 hours after opening, they're still 70 short of their 300 break-even target.
All right, mate.
This looks promising.
Looking for a tattoo?
Yeah, we have to.
Daft lad, 50.
Yeah.
How much?
40 euros, but...
Sound as a pound, mate.
What do you want to do?
No, if you can.
Just take a seat, be with you in a couple of minutes. But...
Lovely, my son.
Geordie lad Sean is over with a big group of lads for a special celebration.
Want to get Daft lad's 50th tattooed on my breast. That's why we're here. Good friend, 50th birthday. Died a lot of years ago. He was a good lad. Here's brother.
Daft lad's 50th.
Come on.
But Chris's pride soon turns to tears, thinking about his older brother.
Come on. Been a long time now, son. Come on. Power. All's here.
always there. Right? Don't forget it. Always there. Always has been, always will be. Power. Proper Jara, lad. Come on.
While Chris gathers himself, Sean's straight in for the tattoo.
Which side are we going? That side there, yeah?
Yep.
And we're writing, what was it?
Daft Lad's 50th.
Daft Lad's 50th.
Quick shave and Blaine is ready to ink.
We walked in the bar half an hour ago. Says, right, tattoo. That was it. First one in. Me, straight away. Obvious.
5 minutes and 35 quid later.
You, my friend. Not done.
Done and dusted.
Welcome to the family.
The lad is good.
Now, if you're wondering what happened to Sean's arm, come on, we all are. He's happy to tell you.
I was swimming in the sea and a shark bit it off. No, I fell under the train when I was a kid and the train cut it off.
Oh, right, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you, sir.
With the tears wiped away, Chris is ready.
Be brave, you can do it.
And who was Daft Lad to you, mate? Was he a relation of yours?
Your brother.
Or was he your brother?
That's my brother. Should be the other day. Died 15 years ago. He's always in my heart. He'll always be there. Right, just mate.
Done.
Daft Lad's 50. Brilliant. 50, where he should have been. But he's not. He's up there in the sky. We'll love it. Love it. Jories.
Happy?
Happy.
20 minutes work and £70 in the till. Today's target's been reached and everybody's happy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night.
Take care.
It was an emotional moment, really. I'm sure Daft Lad, whoever it is, will be proud.
Nice to see people leaving here happy.
It's been an okay day and the lads have broken even. The next challenge is to survive the summer. Across town, Spanish teacher Claire is off to see a new and hopefully ongoing client, Graham Happy Days Boland.
I'm looking forward to this.
Are you sure? Graham's previously proved he's not the best linguist.
Spanish activity book, 8 to 11-year-olds. Here we go. Lolly. Tienes hermanos.
Tienes
Hermanos.
tres.
Tres.
Tres hermanos.
Tres, sí.
Bueno,
Right.
uno muerto, Dad.
Ah,
Ahora dos.
happy days.
We probably need to get cracking with the lesson.
How you doing?
Hola, good.
How are you? All right.
Good, Graham,
Pleased to
thanks.
meet you. All right,
Nice
thanks.
to meet you too.
Now, first things first, Graham has one phrase he desperately needs.
I'd like to get a cup of tea. If I go into the waiters and catch them off guard, I want to say it in Spanish.
Okay. Me, M-E, Dan, D-A-N.
D-E-N.
D-A-N. Me dan.
Me dan.
Un té.
Un té.
A tea.
Me dan un té.
That's fine. If you say it like that, that's fine.
Yeah?
Me dan un té.
Me dan un té.
Yeah.
Por favor.
Yeah.
And then Ned fetches me the tea,
Yeah.
and I'll just say gracias.
Exacto.
That's it then.
Exacto.
Happy days.
Must remember that myself. Right, on to the minor stuff. Healthcare. Graham had a heart attack 3 years ago and needs help with hospital visits.
Right, what's Spanish for blood?
Sangre, which is where sangria comes from.
Well, I didn't know that.
I said rocker. What's that?
Red.
Yeah.
What, you said red for what? For blood?
Yeah.
Well, you try and get by until you know the words, don't you? I mean,
I just thought I was asking for a glass of wine or something. Yeah, because I have to get my results of my blood tests.
So what you'd say is resultado,
Prueba
sangre. That'll get you by.
Happy days.
Good.
That's brilliant, that. Thanks ever so much. You've really, really, really helped me out.
No, you're welcome.
Appreciate it. And I'll see you again next week.
Resultado. A new client for Claire and blood tests and cups of tea sorted for Graham.
I thought the lesson was absolutely brilliant. And at first I was very nervous, but then she made me feel comfortable. I should have done this when I first come, but you learn by your mistakes.
I honestly think Graham did well, and he'll get better. He has a capacity for learning and retaining things, I can tell that. As long as he looks at it every day, he'll crack it, I'm sure he will.
I think Claire might have struck gold with old Happy Days.
Feliz dias, that's happy days in Spanish, by the way. Feliz dias. When they ask me my name, I'll go, Phyllis Days. Happy Days Arcade.
After a traumatic first day, new campsite arrivals, Joy and Martin's 3-month camping Benidorm trial is off to a good start.
We love it.
Love it. It feels like we've been here about a year, doesn't it? I'm finding a spirit here that died in Britain 25 years ago.
Absolutely. It's like one big happy family.
Sometimes you have to wonder, do I live here? Or when do I go back to Britain? When do I start preparing to go back?
These supreme bargain Brits are even managing to keep to their £100 a month budget. But it's not just cheap living. Joy is a wonder at making savings.
Obviously, we're on a tight budget. I thought, what am I using a lot of? Right, I'm using a lot of facial wipes. These were €1 for 15. These are my own make. Now these are just made with a good quality kitchen roll and baby lotion, and then you can put what oil you want. And I've made 30 of these for 38 cents.
Cash back? Pay attention, scrimpers. More bargain intel on the way.
And another thing I do, it's a bit of a tip, everybody. If somebody's leaving, always go and check on their site. A couple of days ago, somebody had left barbecue coals, box of tissues, washing line for Martin, and 4 cents. So that was a good bargain day, that was.
And there's even more bargains to be had. There's a flea market on site today.
And I'm just looking for books, but I can't see any books.
I've never been good with electrical things. Hello?
Martin, focus. Those bargains won't find themselves.
There's a cheeky little number.
Hey, you could do with some more shorts, couldn't you?
Size 14.
The women's.
Oh, right.
The women's.
I don't think anybody in Spain will bother.
Oh, Martin.
€1.
For all these, €1. That's great. Yeah, I'll have them.
Yeah?
Yeah,
what size are they?
I don't know, but no, that'll grow into them in time.
Medium? Yep.
Oh, how do you cope, Joy?
They're your size, 36, so have them.
Right.
You having all them?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me. Turning out brilliant for Martin, because, as you see, he's not the most best dressed person on the planet.
I'm not.
No.
Charming.
He's very fussy when it comes to shorts because he likes lots of pockets, but absolutely brilliant. I'm really pleased with that.
The current rate, 80 pence each.
3 pair for €3. I mean, it's just amazing. Made our day, hasn't it, that? Martin always says, why spend a thick penny when you can spend a thin one?
I have no idea what that means. Across town, it's costume time for Mark. With his reputation at stake, his show needs to look $1 million. Unfortunately, he's got £100. Luckily, friend and professional stage and screen costume designer Graham is helping out for nothing.
So what's the theme?
Well, it's fierce and fearless, but that's quite broad, isn't it? But I'm thinking of being some kind of queen of fierce.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've talked about maybe doing a chess thing, with the black and the white.
OK. Well, that'll be good, because it's stretchy.
Yeah.
That'll be very forgiving.
Thanks. Yeah.
It's a tough challenge for Graham. With just 7 weeks to go, Mark has no definite plan.
It's always a loose brief with you, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got to be black and white.
OK.
Or maybe Queen of Hearts, unless something else jumps and speaks at me.
It could be a long day.
Spotty, does that say Queen to you?
A queen, but not the...
Not the Queen of Fears. I'm starting to think that maybe that would be restrictive, the black and white, because I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Think we need some common sense here. Graham?
But you need to limit what we're going to get, because otherwise we're going in all directions. So, yeah, I think it really needs to be a tighter brief, really, on what we're looking for.
Fair enough. OK.
Awkward. But it does give Mark an idea, a money-saving idea.
Maybe, we've got that red dress at home.
Well, I kind of like the idea of using the red because it ties in with the ruby.
I also think that red's quite a regal colour.
Accentuate that and emphasise it with different colours. Okay.
I think that, in my head, is a moment. Right, yeah. I'm happy with that. So, because we need to save money.
Good, but...
I don't want it to look like it's been done on the cheap, but it has to be. in a way. Like, so
it won't look cheap. It
won't look cheap.
I'll make damn sure about that.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I have to stick to a budget. It's different to sort of when I'm doing things for my own characters. Trying to rein it in is taxing. Tricky.
So we definitely want this one, don't we? A sample of that.
Yeah, we want a sample. Well, I want to know how much it is.
Luckily, this haberdasher's is a bargain Brit's dream.
€12 a metre.
€12 a metre.
That's 7 per meter.
We'll call that gold mesh, yeah? How much is that?
7 too.
All right.
Is 8.
Oh, 8.
It's excellent pricing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I've got the samples.
Time for some bling.
I like these, Mark.
You know Madeleine Morgan?
Epaulets.
Yeah. How much are these each? They're
20
€20.
20 euros.
I wouldn't be able to wear any more than 2 of those, really. Would I?
No, when you've got 2 shoulders, haven't you? So...
Thank goodness you're here, man.
Yeah, but that would be good.
Costume design wrapped. It's another box ticked.
I'm excited about it now because I've got kind of a clearer idea of where to go with it, with the kind of colour scheme and also how to keep it on a budget. Ready to go.
Coming up, is Joy and Martin's Benidorm dream over?
If it's not what we want, then we'll move on again.
And is pride turning into a nightmare for Mark?
How on earth are we going to get the scooter up there?
After almost 3 months living on a £100 a month budget at Camping Benidorm, it's decision day for Joy and Martin. Do they stay or do they go back to northern Spain?
We're going to go back up and stay on the campsite that we were on originally. We're going to look for land. If it's not what we want, then we'll move on again. And that's the joy of having a caravan. You can go where you want, when you want.
So what went wrong for these ultimate bargain Brits?
Benidorm is the Chelsea of Spain.
Chelsea?
It's beautiful. It's got all the fulfilment, young or old.
I mean, we've absolutely loved it here. And you might be thinking, well, why are you moving on? The main reason is we love a bargain.
Come on, this full English is for less than £4 and the beer's practically free. What's so expensive?
A bottle of mouthwash in a nearby supermarket, $1.49. The same bottle of mouthwash in northern Spain, 79 cents.
That's me told. Time to pack the van and scram.
We've been to Benidorm, we've tasted it, we've sampled it, we loved it. It doesn't suit our needs.
So the most bargainist of bargain Brits head north for cheaper living and, most importantly, cheaper mouthwash. Adios, amigos, and good luck. At the tattoo parlour, Lewis and Sarah from South Wales are celebrating their first holiday with Tandem tattoos.
Today, doing a nice sugar skull, which is something different.
Blaine's is something new too.
Dragon Ball Z, apparently. I have no idea what Dragon Ball Z is. The image is nice, so I'll make a nice tattoo of it. Just wish I knew what it was.
All settled and started. Sarah's got a question.
What's the worst tattoo you've done?
This one, because I have no idea what it is. So, Dragon Ball Z, at the risk of sounding stupid, is there a Dragon Ball A upwards, that logo? No.
Glad someone asked. For £80 each, Sarah and Lewis get a permanent reminder of their holiday.
Here you go, Sarah. I'm looking up, my darling.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Happy?
Very happy.
Good. Go on, Bjorn, you can do it.
I can't feel my breasts.
I'll feel that too.
Moving on.
Lovely.
July or August next year, you'll be here.
Definitely will be here. We're going nowhere, believe me. We've got the shop for at least 3 years. We signed it for 3 years, and we're going to be here for the 3 years and longer.
Despite all the stress and hard work, has the lads' first summer been worth it?
Yeah, I'd advise anybody to chase a dream. Otherwise, you're going to reach your 60s, 70s and 80s thinking, what if I did this, what if I did that?
Paris, Peckham, Benidorm, New York.
See, I like the sound of that. This time next year, we'll be millionaires, Rodders.
Now that's a good idea for a tattoo. It's the day before Benidorm Pride and Mark is visiting the venue for the first time.
This has got the potential to be like the biggest achievement of my life. It probably will be the biggest audience I've ever performed in front of. So, yeah, I'm super excited about it. That's high. That's a high up stage, isn't it? Gosh. I'm a bit taken aback. I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, it's going to be fabulous, but how on earth are we going to get the scooter up there? Oh, no.
The show has a mobility scooter as its main prop, which throws up a slight problem.
Yeah. That is a concern. I keep on coming back to those steps and just thinking, they're not very scooter friendly, are they? That's not a ramp. You know, I was all excited and now I'm nervous. I need to talk to somebody. I hope they know who I am. It's just like, it's like, do you know who I am? It's Ruby Box. I don't know how we're going to get that on. Oh dear. I don't know where the scooter is. I need a key holder.
Mark, this could be the perfect time to try out your Spanish with event worker Sergio.
Hola. Hola. Have you got the llaves for the sí, for the scooter?
Muy bien, Mark. Muy bien.
I remember the word for key is llaves. I've been in this area for 3 years and I've never driven one of these ever. If I bash it, sorry to the people who kindly let us use it. I was actually waiting for it to make an engine noise. So what's backwards? How do you go backwards? That's forwards. Okay. Alrighty then. Right, so that's us going backwards.
Good start. And a slow reverse later reveals a solution.
Is that a ramp?
Looks like it.
There's a ramp there. Oh my goodness.
We need to go on the stage.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if you want, we can take out these lights and prepare this for lifting.
Okay, I'm a bit nervous about this now.
Well, that's one problem sorted, but it's led to another. Getting back down.
Ooh. Oh no. Why is it stuck? Why is it flashing? Oh. Why is it stopped? No, I'll just turn it off and back on again. That's how you do everything.
You're not wrong, Mark.
That worked. Oh gosh, no wonder I've nearly been run over by these things so many times, man. Oh gosh. What a headache.
Next problem, where to keep the scooter on stage.
Are these going to be a key? Oh, no. Gone. They'll be gone.
Those Spanish lessons are paying off.
So maybe we can use the ramp to get it on early tomorrow, because these won't be here. Screen there.
Okay.
And the scoot's here, so nobody will see it. Nobody will see it. Yeah, that'll work. Gracias.
Sorry about my English.
Sorry about my Spanish, so never mind anything else. Thank you, Sergio. That is a big relief, because I was starting to lose my mind a little bit. Unflappable, totally unflappable. I'll just have to hope that everything's all right. It should be, I think.
Next time on Bargain-Loving Brits in the Sun, the happiest used car salesman in Spain.
Well, I like it.
Keep the keys in.
A new chef's got a social media sensation.
A liver and onion photo I put on, and I got 903 views on it. Nearly went viral.
And it's not the end of Scootergate for Mark.
No go with the scooter.
I will lift the thing up. It's got to go on, Jill.